Legoland Korea, 70 miles east of Seoul, was built with government backing, part of a plan to draw tourists to the area and create new businesses, new jobs in a region where the old industries like mining and farming have gradually disappeared. One saddled with debt from the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics 4 years ago. One of the provinces hardest hit by the pandemic as virus outbreaks kept tourists away.
Legoland is attracting many tourists and guests into this city. I think the latest noise will go away eventually once the place attracts more people and contributes a lot to the local community and economy.
In September, Gangwon Province was thrust into the limelight when it decided not to meet an obligation to repay the loan to finance the construction of the theme park. That triggered the most severe credit market meltdown in Korea since the 2009 financial crisis. Swift action by the government helped stabilize the sell-off. Even so, officials continue to watch for fault lines, especially in the beleaguered housing market.
The Korean government made a lot of efforts to mitigate the rising of the housing price. The market correction is somewhat welcomed, but the more important thing is the speed of market correction, speed of the normalization of housing prices. So we want the soft landing of the housing price, and it's closely linked to the credit market.
The Finance Ministry and Bank of Korea then took further steps to shore up the housing market, announcing new measures on the same day Korea reported its biggest monthly drop in housing prices in nearly a decade.
I don't think it will be a contagion situation like, say, the old EM crisis, of the 90s, for example. But I think the elements are very similar in other geographies, for example. I think that these type of events, again, are driven by the tightening cycle.
Now that the shockwaves sent by one debt default by a local property developer have started to die down, the question is being asked, are there bigger lessons for Korean policymakers and even for the rest of the world?
There's a good lesson. Korea case, also together with the UK case in the last month, really shows that one small policy mistake can have a large market impact. Given these uncertainties, one small policy mistake can really, jeopardize the whole economy.
The future of other government-financed projects may remain uncertain until investor confidence is restored. Kathleen Hays, Bloomberg, Seoul.